All right. So now let's talk about species interactions. First off, let's talk about predatory-prey interactions. Predation. Things eat other things. This is, the circle of life, so to speak. I have to say this to my children all the time when they see like a lizard eating an insect, or they see a rat eating something, or you never know what the dog might catch a rat. This is what they're saying, the circle of life. The predator eats, the prey gets hunted. This is another type of, there's several relationships here. There's symbiosis and parasitism. Symbiosis just means a close relationship, living in close proximity, or living together, or living within something. Parasitism is one type of symbiosis. Parasitism is a situation where one organism benefits, one is harmed. The parasite, they're excited. They get food out of it. They generally benefit. The host is who gets harmed. Ecto versus endo. Ecto means on the surface. Endo means internally. So parasite on the surface of the skin, a parasite internally. I have to mention this. Most people don't know that. At Christmas, you get caught underneath the mistletoe and you're supposed to kiss somebody. Mistletoes are actually a plant parasite. They attach. See, it's right here. They attach to plants. They suck nutrients away from the plants. The mistletoe gets a place to live, it gets nutrition, and the plant gets starved for the most part. So they are a plant parasite. Defenses that organisms have for parasites. So let's talk about them all. Skin is our barrier. Tears protect our eyes and things from entering our eyes. Tears have antimicrobial agents. There's salt in there, germs and things like that. Don't like that environment. Saliva, once again, antimicrobial agents, antibacterial agents. Mucus protects us throughout the internal parts of our body, and we actually have an immune system that takes things out for us, made of white blood cells. Mutualism is a relationship where both parties benefit. So if you have a mutualistic relationship, it's a good thing. You're happy, and your partner is also happy. One of the most important relationship is they might call it the birds and the bees. The birds and the bees here, they relate to plants. What they do is they spread the nectar of the plants, the pollen. The pollen of the plant is the sperm of the plant. It's the male seed, so to speak. That male seed then can pollinate another flower, creating more plants. So the food industry, the fruits and vegetables, they depend on the pollinators. This is an awesome relationship. Mutualism is a big, big, big player. You will hear about it a lot later on in AP Bio and AP Environmental Science. Here's another mutualistic relationship. So this is called a lichen. All right, lichens are some of the first organisms that occur when there's a major disturbance in an area. What they are made out of is algae and fungus, basically. Okay, so fungus surrounds the algae. So this is fungus surrounding algae. It doesn't kill the algae. The algae can do photosynthesis, so it provides food for the fungus. The fungus secretes chemicals and acids that actually can break rock down and attach to rock. So the fungus gives the algae a place to live by attaching to rock. The algae gives food back to the fungus. Right? These are some of the first organs that appear after a major, major disturbance or a new island forming. These fish, the cleanerass, the blue streak cleanerass, they also call dental or dentist fish. What they feed off of is tissue and parasites, dead tissue. So they pretty much help clean other fish, reef fish specifically in this case, of these parasites and these tissues. These shrimp do the same thing to these other organisms. For example, this eel. What these shrimp do is they come in and they feed on parasites and tissue of the eel in this case. Oxpeckers and large mammals. Sometimes these are called tick birds, but it's not. People used to think of them as a truly mutualistic relationship. So they're called tick birds in some cases as a general term. And it was believed that they actually ate ticks off the backs of, for example, like rhinos, large mammals. And they prevented these ticks from burrowing into these mammals. What they've discovered lately is they're like, nah, we don't think they're doing that. We think they're actually digging into the tissue and feeding off of the blood. And what did they find out? They're finding out that even with these birds on these larger mammals, they still have a whole bunch of ticks on them. So whether they're eating some of the ticks or not, they're actually hurting the larger mammal, is what it's believed. So it is now shifted from mutualism, is what people believe, to more of a parasitism. They get food, they get a place to stay. The poor rhino gets holes burrowed into him while these birds are pecking away and trying to get to the blood. So he's getting injured in the process. Commensalism. This is a relationship where one organism benefits while the other organism, not much is happening to the other organism. These are called remora fish. They're taxi fish. They're getting a ride on the shark. People think they're hurting the shark. No, they're not hurting the shark. They're just attached to the shark. The shark probably doesn't even know they're there. He's swimming around. They're getting a free ride and they're getting protection. What would want to eat these fish isn't going to come near this large shark. So they're getting protection. They're getting a free ride. For the most part, this guy, he's not really having, that he doesn't really have, he's not affected by it. We have an example here. These egrets here. What they do is they walk around, and as they walk around, they move the soil, and it releases other insects for these birds, these egrets, to eat. So does this guy get anything out of it? Well, you might say he's getting friends out of it, but he's not getting anything out of it. These birds are getting food, and he's not getting a whole lot out of it.